Good morning and welcome. I don't think you can see me, but I done that on purpose. You see me here, but you can see me here in very small. But I took the camera a bit away, so I can do a little more without harassing people like vaping. It's still early. So what I want to talk about today is we're doing a top-down analysis on GBPUSD. I also got back into Top Step on funded account there for NQ for Nasdaq minis, and I wanted to show you guys, of course, what XRP is doing. It's giving us beautiful signals, although today is the last day that the SEC can come up with the court case that they continue or that they're gonna suspend the whole case. Gary Gensler is getting out of office in a few days. So yeah, let's see what happens. But this is making me very happy, of course. So I want to see a candle close today, preferably above the white line here. Then that would be like support resistant traders say a breakout. It would just for me confirm that we're going higher. And you see these highs are already broken. Those are smart money highs. So highs being broken, it's a good signal. I want to see it go up, 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 of course. I love XRP, and it's a good asset to trade and a good financial instrument. So now NQ, I'll be trading NQ on evenings especially. I done that again. I opened the account again because I like making content and I want to serve the people even better by explaining more. Got yesterday in this trade, but I forgot that the market closes in NQ and they took me out of the position. You can see that with a $14 loss, while I had the position like this somewhere, and you see it would have dropped. I would have been in profit here. It would have been a good trade, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll check on NQ later what we can do there. And okay, let's dive into our favorite pair, GBP USD. First of all, something that I noticed, you see, this is the daily chart, and we have our Monday, the low of the candle. It's all being wicks, and those for me are rejection wicks. So it means there's a lot of buying happening here, and you see there's creation of more buying volume in the form of imbalances and fair value gaps. And we can see this candle here, the day candle of today, is being showing us that we already had the week down with the 88 a.m. GBP CPI news meeting. And now we are in another hammer type of candle. So where is this gonna go? What is gonna happen? I'm a little bit excited about this because this can go like always both ways. And you see we also get heavy rejections on top, so it means we're not done selling yet. Not done selling yet, and we are stuck here. And let's go. This is there. And we can see we have CPI today in the US. So CPI days are always fun, fun, fun for everyone because it messes up the complete chart and you never know what's to happen. So, but let's just stick by the plan and sorry, let's get into our analysis. So on the weekly, you can clearly see that from here we're making lower low, lower high, lower low. And this here, the blue line is our smart money range that hasn't been broken. It's a bullish range, of course, because it's on the bottom, meaning that the last bullish action came from this zone. So we're definitely back into looking for what? For a good entry point for a possible swing. Am I a swing trader? No, but if I can get a nice position, I won't I won't leave money on the table either, of course. If I can get in and we can have a push up like this on the daily uh, a candle like this on the daily chart, then we're making tons of money. So that's beautiful. But now with the rejection wicks, let's study this weekly candle a bit closer. Let me put that down and let's put this away. Let's just erase it. Now you can see we have the weekly wick high here and the weekly wick we're somewhere down here. So this starts to look like we took the bottom and we're going up. It starts to look like that. Are we gonna do that? You know what I say, you never know. We have to react on what the market gives us while we are in a trade. But for me, it starts to look like a place where we could get a correction. Because I like the ABC, let me take this away. I like ABC channels. So what is an ABC channel for me? You have the A, B would mean we have a C here, and then another drop that possibly collects more liquidity again in here, or just goes down, or maybe we trade a bit sideways here. Nobody knows, but I'm definitely into looking. This was our, yeah, I'm looking into finding the B point, or if you call this A, B, then I'm looking for a retrace. From where? That's the big question, of course, but you can see this range created this move, and this is on the weekly time frame, so we're talking on 1,321 pips. So that counts for something. And this was at the base. We have this order block here. We are now currently below this order block. I would love to see this getting tapped, create a new high, not a higher high, just a new intermediary high. Get some liquidity here, drop lower, and even come back to this imbalance here that is inverted. probably like a good magnet. And if we zoom out on the higher time frame, you can see the dinosaur here. That's before humankind existed, of course. No, it's the beginning of charts. I like that symbol here. It's just funny. For the people that never seen this, check it out. It's also a strategy, but it only works with meetings. If you want me to explain that, send me a personal message. I'm just kidding, of course. We can have a laugh too. You see what the market is doing from 2003, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We are in a lower high now, and price is dropping. So on the big scale, going short is better because we have one of the highest time frames by our side, the weekly. But if we would check this on the daily, you would also see that if we zoom out to the max, you'll also see, and let's put this up, you also see that we are coming from above, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. It's a little bit lower, but it's lower, lower, low, a lower, lower high again, and in a decline of price. So where is this going? Yeah, 90% sure that we're going after this here, but it's not financial advice, of course, like never, but it's just common sense and logic. You see this happen, then you expect this to happen. That's what trading is about, and technical analysis. Now, this is of course the daily chart. Intraday, there's a lot of possibilities. So that's a green line that's there since, who knows, since 2023, 2024. Uh, so for the daily, we can erase this so it doesn't mess up the chart too much. But ATF, I'm gonna write this down in my journal again. Highly bearish, long term, just another confirmation. Also, week one. And now, what are we gonna look for? Let's dive back into what is the market planning to do? What is our oh, my voice. What is the draw on liquidity? Where do we think that the market is gonna be attracted to? So where do we think the market is gonna go? All liquidity out of this candle is almost gone. With this wick here, there's some inverse fair value gaps here, and we are currently trading above the latest swing high low, so above the 50%. So we are looking to sell on the higher time frame. But like I said, we're coming into a price range where we may start to expect some bullish action. You see, we had a big drop. Possibly we go down first and then see something like this happen. Just speaking out loud what I'm looking for. So we have the breaker here that is untested. We broke down. Think we should retest this, and it's above the 50% with a lot of liquidity here build up. Market isn't The market is gonna want to use this liquidity to drop deeper. So let's dive onto the 4-hour time frame and see. Now what we start to see is we have again always the same. This would be the perfect channel for me textbook wise. Does that always play out like that? Of course not. Otherwise it would be too easy. But for now, I expect this to happen. This is what I'm looking for. So short term, I'm probably gonna look for scalps buy to buy, and long term, if we reach the smart money range here, then I'm probably gonna look for a buy too. So, but we see a higher high, higher low, higher high, so we can expect another higher high after a retrace possibly. And now what do we see on the hourly chart? We see this same fractal move like this, higher high, a move that didn't play out completely yet. This is yesterday's high. We didn't take out yesterday's highs. There is still liquidity in this imbalance. And normally an imbalance gets filled in the first 2-3 hours, or a few days later, like 3-4 days later, price goes after it. And this is from Friday. So today would be a good day to go after this liquidity, especially with the CPI. It's easy for the market to just pick that liquidity up. So with CPI in the back of our head, let's not forget what's really truly happening. Let's see what we think could happen. It would look a bit like this. Just IDs, because this is technically a lower high. We could easily go down to and leave this gap behind. But you see the buy candle here was bigger than the selling candle, and the buying candle here has a decent amount of volume. You see there's buying volume. So, okay, you see the daily candle with the wick. This was the wick of yesterday, of Monday. This is the wick of yesterday, and today we're pushing up too, because if you, and I'll show that on the 15 minute how this wick was formed. But you see the square here. Why is the square nothing here? Because this candle here has a immense, huge wick, and it's the 8-hour candle. So let's go check it on the hour. Yeah, you see an accumulation. Higher, it stays in the range. And on the 15 minutes, let's take this a few steps back. You see the wick of the 8 a.m. candle just dropped down. and gave us this. And now let's put this back into place. It's the Asian range. Let's take 50 pips plus 50 pip accumulation wick of GBP CPI 8 AM. Then we know that the 50 pips that Asia made were actually, this was actually only what Asia did, 25 pips. 25 pip move over the whole night isn't a lot. Tried to build a strategy on that for a while, but wasn't really worth the time. Now, let's give me a second here. So, what is happening here? On the 15 minutes, we can see a higher high, an M formation with a decent drop. Didn't capitalize on this one, sadly. Tried to get in here, but didn't catch the move. And now what do we see? We start to see in the fractal moves. You see from here to here is a higher high, higher low, so we can expect a higher high. Depending on how the market is going to react here, of course. And if we zoom in, then what is really happening? Now you can see that this is a 15-minute bullish fair value gap, and the market broke below, so the probability of going lower is reasonably high. So to catch that trade, we have to be looking. Look, now we're gonna analyze where the fair value gaps exactly are, because on the 50